Welcome bitches, one and all, to my reaction to Season 1, Episode 8 of the originals, The River in Reverse. So, last time we had a surprising yet unwanted visit from Tyler, who decided to be a massive dick towards Hayley. However, through that, we were able to discover that Hayley's baby can in fact turn werewolves into hybrids. So, that could be why Klaus has wanted this baby all along. Has he known this? I don't know, but Elijah did put that question towards him. Klaus wasn't happy, and it caused a rift between them to form again. So yes, lots of things to discuss, lots of things to discover, and I'm very excited to get there. So with that said, let's jump back into the world of the originals.
I've been on this earth for 1,000 years. I can't say for certain that I believe in anything like a god, but I need absolution. So will you hear my confession or not? I am a liar, a betrayer. I have conspired against my own blood.
Jesus.
And I doubt even your god could save me.
Are we about to get like a throwback? Like, is this a flash forward? Are we going to see her actually conspire against them fully? I thought so. It felt like that kind of speech.
You've spoken to our good friend Marcel today.
Oh, no, no,
Mysteriously
no.
silent.
No, stop. I don't want to hear this. I'm sorry, guys.
Along with all of those sweet nothings.
If I see
Thank God
him,
for
I'll be sure to-
subtitles, because trust me, I was reading all of that, but I cannot handle... Oh, I'm not good with blood. I'm not good with it at all in this show, and normally it's fine, because a lot of the time it's hidden. A lot of the time, like, if they're biting someone's neck, you can't see it, but watching him just drain it out of someone's wrist... That made me feel extremely uncomfortable.
You've been giving me the devil's eye all morning. Out with it.
Perhaps I'm concerned that if I voice my opinion about what you did to Elijah, I will end up on the wrong side of your toxic hybrid teeth.
Yep.
Elijah made some very offensive accusations about my intentions towards my child. He deserves a day or two of discomfort.
Okay, sure, Klaus. Sure.
So you know my preferred method of punishment for your indiscretions is the dagger.
Yep. Rebecca, you stepped on my toe, 100 years in the box.
There is something fundamentally wrong with you.
There is. Like, that is the biggest understatement of the century. There are a lot of fundamentally wrong things with that man.
Forgive me, please.
Oh,
okay.
bless you, Elijah.
Remind me to annihilate your brother once you're healthy.
Yes, remind me to remind you to get in line.
Doesn't help that we decided to shack up in the middle of a swamp either.
My only concern is not only are they in the middle of a swamp, they are in the middle of nowhere. So if Elijah like goes a bit loopy, like we saw what happened with Damon and what happened with Rose, like you just start attacking things, especially as a vampire. So who are you? The fuck are you looking at? Ooh. Did she have her mark burned off then? Interesting.
For those of you faint of heart, there's the door. Because those who stick around, you're signing up for battle.
I'd leave then. I was about to say, I wouldn't leave. I want the tea, but I'd leave. I ain't fighting Klaus.
When Klaus became the hybrid, he figured out a way to turn full-bred werewolves into creatures like him. You're looking at one of them. But on the downside, we were loyal to him. Supernaturally loyal.
In all of this, I do not disregard what happened to Tyler. I do not disregard that it was completely horrendous and Klaus was a complete and utter twat for doing everything that he did to the hybrids, using their loyalty to him, their sire bond against them. It was not okay. And I do also understand that Klaus murdered his mother and that's why he's against him, but I don't give a shit that this is Klaus's baby. What did the baby do to hurt you, Tyler? Nothing. Just because the baby's father is Klaus does not mean you have the right to kill the baby, to take the baby down. It's not okay, mate. I know that we're throwing supernatural abilities into the mix here and everything, so he's thinking more so like, what will this baby be capable of and all that, but that doesn't make it okay either. You do not have the right to take a life for things that it hasn't done.
You figured out a way to break free of it.
And I helped the rest of them too. Then Klaus killed them for their betrayal.
Oh shit.
Because that is what Klaus does.
Oh shit.
What Tyler was about to tell you is that my brother can use his baby's blood to sire more hybrids. So Tyler, I assume you are trying to rally this lot into making sure the baby isn't born.
Jesus Christ.
She's not here to fight us. She's here to help us.
Rebecca.
But first, that is enough talk about harming that baby.
Oh, okay.
Klaus is the one we're putting a stop to.
Okay, right. I was disappointed in Rebecca only because I thought she was talking about taking the baby down as well. What is she going to do then? somehow find a way to kill Klaus, or oh, they were talking last time, weren't they, about locking him in that like what does he call it? It's a garden of some kind that Marcel has where he keeps all people who have betrayed him. They were talking about putting Klaus there as well. So I suppose if they do that, then that's fine, and then the baby can be brought up by Rebecca or something. I'm not. The thing is, now that we're talking about that, I'm not totally against that idea. Honestly, like I want to be. I feel like we're meant to not be on their side right now. We're meant to be on Klaus's side, but I'm not. But then, I don't know, maybe we're not meant to be on Klaus's side because he is the villain of the story. This is why this show is so good. It's so complex and complicated that I'm sitting here right now and I don't know who I'm meant to be rooting for. I have preferences. I think that Rebecca's side sounds better than Klaus's side, and I think that Klaus will use this baby's blood to make more hybrids. And he has the intention of having them, whether they will be or not, but he has the intention of having them sired to him. So I definitely lean more towards Rebecca's side, but there's no clear good or bad here.
Rebecca's out to get you. Elijah's out to get you. Is there anyone who isn't plotting your downfall? I doubt you trust your own reflection.
You know, if the daggers weren't missing, I would put one in each of their hearts.
That's the problem.
Look at you. Repeating the same destructive cycles over and over again.
Yep.
You are the architect of your own unhappiness.
Thank you, Cami.
So of all the people in New Orleans, you choose someone with a master's in psychology to record your life story. You compel me to come here because you have no one else to talk to, and you want to be understood. Then you compel me to forget everything as soon as I leave your presence because you're too scared to trust.
Those are some very key points about his personality. He compels her there because he wants someone to talk to, but he doesn't trust anyone enough to keep his deep, dark secrets and his own true... They're not even like deep, dark secrets. They're just his general feelings, but he doesn't trust anyone to keep them, so he makes her forget. But I also love that she brought up that he keeps going down these like same destructive paths every single time, repeating the same mistakes, because just because your siblings annoy you and just because they don't agree with you doesn't mean you can stake them for a couple centuries, Klaus. Like, what do you mean? She also made an excellent point that the reason he wants her to go there is so that he can be understood, but a fatal flaw in his mind is that his version of being understood is having someone listen to him and agree with him. That's not what being understood is. Being understood is someone listens to you, they understand what you're saying, they've understood, but they don't have to agree with what you're saying. They don't have to say that, oh yeah, you're correct. You're valid in your feelings. Your feelings are your feelings. You're allowed to have them. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they are just. It doesn't necessarily mean that your thoughts on a situation can go against the facts of the situation, you know?
What is this?
It's an ancient mystical plot I'm using to destroy you.
What?
Relax, it's a tattoo design.
Oh.
Go on your own time.
I love her.
This is my time. You steal it from me.
I love that. I love Cami.
What we're doing is nothing Klaus hasn't done to both you and your brother.
Exactly.
A dozen times over.
Exactly.
You're not getting second thoughts now, are you?
No, these aren't second thoughts. They're feelings of regret. I should have buried him 100 years ago.
I don't know if I trust Marcel in this. This is my problem. Rebecca's been screwed over enough in her life. He better not be fucking lying about his intentions here. If he goes around and tries to kill the baby after this. Haley, careful. Celeste? Who is Celeste?
Whoever she was smoking hot.
Oh.
Did I let you enter my thoughts?
Oh, so he accidentally extended those visions. Okay. I forget vampires can do that. We don't see it that often.
We're being watched.
I'd love to say he's paranoid, but you literally are being watched. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
I do wonder if Josh is going to have an issue of not showing how loyal he is to Klaus. Like, it's going to come across with, like, what's the term I'm looking for? You know, like passive aggressiveness. It's going to come across as passive aggressive because now he isn't under his compulsion. He doesn't have to like him and he doesn't have to show that. So I wonder if Klaus is going to pick up on it.
Klaus wants me to steal some dagger from you. It's a test, okay? He knows I'm working for you. I'm sure of it.
That bastard wants to dagger us again.
Yep.
If he knew, he would have ripped your spine out through your nose by now.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I overheard him arguing with Diego. Apparently he's clearing out the compound tonight for a date or something. That's where Marcel will be.
When I run New Orleans, there will be a permanent daylight ring in it for you, Joshua. For services rendered unto your true king.
True king. Ugh.
If you ever betray me, I will make sure you spend the rest of your eternal life in exquisite agony, wishing for a merciful death.
Josh, you gotta be careful, mate. I think it's safe to say that we're not going to be ending this episode with Klaus in the ground and everything all chill. You know, like, it's not going to happen. If it does happen, then Klaus is going to escape 1000%, or Rebecca's going to go back on her decision and get him out. But yeah, it's just not going to happen. So I'm very curious as to how this is going to play out. Because if Klaus discovers Rebecca's actual betrayal, uh-oh.
New Orleans will be the death of her. She needs to leave. And as ironic as it may seem, I believe it should be her choice.
Yes. It is ironic discussing free will with a mind-controlling vampire.
And one who does it so willingly and easily.
I care about her survival. I smell war in the air. And with every war, there is the innocent victim who could have been spared if they had just walked away. Please, convince her to walk away from New Orleans.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I'll be forced to compel her to go.
That's annoying. I was going to say I don't think it's going to happen because I don't think Cami will leave. She'll want to stay around. She's too invested, but if he compels her, he compels her.
Surely you could cast a spell. Put him in his place.
It would take 100 witches to put him in his place. Besides...
I'm sorry. It would take 100 witches to put him in his place. The fact that it took those 100 witches in Mystic Falls that Bonnie tapped into to try and kill him. I just love that connection.
He certainly needs a little discipline. Perhaps a spanking of some kind is in order. I think I should need some rehearsal.
It's nice to see Elijah in a happy relationship.
You have to leave.
What is your deal? You don't like people taking care of you?
Well,
No.
Just for those that care. I will not have you pay that price.
So you're having weird retro sex dreams. Get over it. I'm staying.
Haley, it's not the point that he's having dreams about her. It's that eventually he's going to have a dream about something traumatic and he's probably going to fucking, like, take you down. What if he thinks about, like, killing his worst enemy or something and he puts his hand in your chest and takes your heart out? You know, you got to be careful, hun.
I'm guessing she's the one that left the mystery Bible on the doorstep last night. It'd be nice if she'd stick around long enough to tell me why.
Yeah, it's like she wants to give you information but doesn't want to tell you.
Find her, learn what you can.
No. I'm staying.
Bless you. It could be that she's keeping her distance because she knows Elijah's in there. Maybe she wants to just talk to Haley.
You have something of mine. I want it back.
Sorry, but I can't do that.
Oh, careful, guys. Problem with stuff like this is once you let it out that you've betrayed him, if this goes wrong, you are fucked, Rebecca. I'm really scared for her right now. I don't know, you can have all your greatest fighters, but is that enough to take Klaus down?
The evil bastard Klaus has gone too far. Must be punished. And by his own sibling, nonetheless.
Sorry to pause again, I know I just stopped, but him insisting on keeping calling himself the bastard and continuously bringing up makes me so angry because he uses it as a way to control his siblings. He uses it as a way to make them feel bad, but that's not why they don't like you. That's not why you piss them off. It's your fucking actions.
You think you can subdue me? With this?
Oof.
No, but I think I can with this.
Yikes. Oh, come on. I want to find out what happens there. I want to see Klaus try and take them all down.
Celeste, forgive me.
Whoa, what happened? What happened to Celeste?
Is it not enough that you have slaughtered dozens in just these past several weeks? Word of a city littered with bodies will surely travel the oceans. Do you want to bring our father upon us?
I've sent rumor that the bodies are a result of the witches seeking blood sacrifice for their rituals.
You did what?
Wow.
You care about her? Well, that is unfortunate. I hear they're rounding up the town's witches as we speak.
Wow. You twat. He really just does not want them to be happy. Anytime his siblings found happiness, he just took them. Fuck. Oh, shit. Well done, hun. Thank God you were watching.
Hello to you too.
Whoever picks up this coin gets to live.
Anyone wants that coin, pledge allegiance to Klaus. Take it now. The choice is yours.
Imagine like all of Marcel's army steps up. That would be insane.
Take him.
Oh. I mean, you can't go one at a time, guys. He's gonna fuck you up. Nice. Nice. Fucking hell. Uh-oh. Is he gonna wolf out? Oh god. Oh my god, is he gonna kill them all?
Take the coin.
What?
He won't stop until everyone is dead, and he will kill you too. And this. Pick up the coin.
Smart. Are we saying that he's won one? Are we putting Klaus in charge? Is that what we're saying here? Because if Marcel's pledging allegiance to him, that would mean that he would be the king of the quarter. That is the smartest move though. Like Rebecca saw it. Klaus would have literally killed every single person there and then staked Rebecca. Like how they thought they could take him down, I don't know.
The great Marcel, self-proclaimed king of New Orleans, bowing before me.
I hereby pledge my allegiance to you. You have the keys to my kingdom. It's yours.
Is Klaus still going to get revenge on you and Rebecca though? That's my fear.
I think I'm losing it like he did.
Impossible,
I found
my
this
darling.
in my pocket. It's a secret code Sean and I used to use when we were kids. I have no memory of drawing it. Something's not right. I just can't figure it out.
Oh, bless her. So did she like consciously do that once she was compelled to tell herself that like something is wrong? Like you like I'm being compelled, you know?
You should leave New Orleans. This town isn't for everybody. Please.
I'm sure you got questions.
Only 1,000 of them? Like, who are you?
I'm Eve, following you because you brought an original to werewolf country, which is pretty much the same reason why everybody else skedaddled.
Okay.
Marcel happened.
What did he do?
He killed most of them. He strong-armed a witch into putting a curse on them.
Huh?
What kind of curse?
Swap nature around, inside out. Made it so their natural state was wolves. They only turn back human on the full moon.
Oh my god.
We get hunted by the marks we carry. That crescent moon birthmark. That's why I got rid of mine. I didn't want to get found out.
Good evening.
Is he sane of mind?
The wound is healed, the fever has broken, but for some strange reason, I had this sharp and lingering sensation in my back.
I have to get him home. But I'll be back, okay? I need to know more.
Okay, so we found out a few things there. We know that there are people in this bloodline who have that mark, the same mark that she had, but she burnt hers off so she wasn't found out. Marcel hunted and killed most of them, and then got Davina to put a spell on them so that they're wolves normally, and then they turn human on a full moon. That is insane. So, hopefully, on the next full moon, we can have Haley meet some people from her... I don't know if she'll meet people from her, like, literal family or her, like, family, like, family tree. And then maybe we can actually get some, like, decent answers. Yeah, at the end of the day, they did lose a load of vampires tonight.
You want all this? Fine. It's yours. You can put me back on the street for all I care. But let's make one thing clear. You'll never have this. Loyalty. It comes only out of love and respect for the people who believe in you.
And no one believes in you.
You taught me many things, Niklaus Michelson, but this I learned myself. And it is something that you will never know.
Fuck yeah, Marcel. Thank you for telling him that.
Enjoy your kingdom.
Literally. It's like, wow, you won. Enjoy the loneliness.
Tell me what happened to Celeste.
That's not important.
It is important. 1,000 years of memories, and that's what breaks through your fever brain? I want to know. Show me.
Was she drowned? Oh my god. Because he put the thing out about witches sacrificing people. Fuck's sake, Klaus. Wow, we've never seen Elijah like that.
She died because of Klaus.
She died because of me, because I cared too deeply for her.
Elijah, I know what Elijah's saying, but like, you can't word it like that. You can't allow yourself to think that she died because of you and you caring for her. That's not why she died. She died because you caring for someone is something that your stupid little brother cannot handle. It's something that he just cannot fathom, the idea of you loving anyone but him. And it's so fucking childish.
I'd loosened the reins while Celeste consumed my every moment. I'd abandoned him in the name of my own happiness.
You going for your own happiness and to have a life with someone isn't you abandoning him.
I have all eternity to accomplish one single task, my brother's salvation. If I surrender this, then tell me, what value would I be to my family, to myself, to your child?
Bless Elijah. I love him. Bless them. He's got a point. I don't think you being with Elijah is a good idea with Klaus around. It wouldn't go down well. I swear to fucking God, if you stake Rebecca, I'm gonna be done with you. Be a better person, Klaus. Learn.
You betrayed me. My own sister.
Klaus, don't you dare.
Well, perhaps it should be you, brother. She's adored you since she arrived, and now my child, my blood, will grow up to call you father.
One point of Klaus that makes me feel bad for him, and one point of his character that has me eternally... It's like I can never truly hate him. I don't like him, and if this was the real world, I would hate him. I would hate everyone in the show, given how many people they have killed. But in terms of characters within the show, I can never truly hate him because I know that a lot of it stems from his abandonment issues. I know a lot of it stems from him thinking that no one loves him. But he doesn't make it easy. He makes it impossible to love him because even if you actually come along and you love him, he won't let you in. He won't let you feel that love. He won't feel the love himself, so it pushes you away anyway. It's like, it's just an eternal inner battle that he's having, that until he solves that out, he will never be able to have love from anyone else. Until he allows himself to love, he will never receive it. But in saying that, I'm talking about other people. When it comes to his siblings, they've tried so hard to love you, Klaus. They've tried so hard to be there for you and to be your sibling, but you make it impossible. You stake them for simply disagreeing with something. And it's so annoying. But yeah, I'm not surprised that he's having issues with thinking that Elijah's trying to take his baby. I'm not surprised because he eternally thinks that people are leaving him. He eternally thinks that people hate him. So I do understand that. It doesn't excuse his actions towards his siblings.
Has history taught you nothing? We don't abandon you. Nick, you drive us away.
Yep.
Is that so?
Yes. It's a fact.
What have I done lately, other than cooperate? Now, I make no excuses for past sins. But in the one moment when you two could have chosen to stand by me, to believe in me, and believe my intentions for my own child were pure, you chose to stand against me, to side with my enemies. I wanted our home back. Now I have it. You can stay here together and rot.
I still disagree.
You're coming with me, little wolf. Now, you can fight me on this, but you will lose. As will anyone else who tries to stop you getting in this car.
Fuck's sake, Klaus. I will say the actor who plays Klaus, though, fucking impeccable. That speech that he gave, even though I disagree with the speech, the way he did it.
I was thinking about it. My lost time. My foggy brain. I thought I must be going crazy, like Sean. But then I thought, what if somewhere in my subconscious, I was trying to send myself a message? I was.
Klaus Michelson. Klaus MP 1919. Klaus, I don't know what that second bit is. MPICAYUNE and then 1919.
I found this In the Picayune newspaper archives from 1919.
Oh, is it Klaus in it?
Those men. I know them. I know both of them.
Shit. And she's in her conscious human state saying this. Fuck. Cami's figuring it out. She's figuring shit out. I do wonder, is her uncle going to tell her the truth? Is he actually going to go into detail about vampires and all that and explain to her? Or is he going to ask Klaus to compel her to forget? It could go either way at the moment. So yes, there we have season 1, episode 8 of the originals, and that was incredible. Can I just say, the actor who plays Klaus does such a good job. The emotions that he exudes while he's having these moments is just, I love it. I wish I loved Klaus. Like, I wish that I loved the character because the actor does such a good job, but it's because he does such a good job. That's why I don't like Klaus, because his character frustrates me so much. Just the way he treats his siblings, the way he sees the world, the way that he is eternally the victim in his mind. It's so annoying. He will never admit when he makes a mistake. He will never admit when he's wrong. He stormed out of that room as if his siblings betraying him was so hurtful and so against everything. When has he not betrayed them countless times through history? He staked Rebecca for 100 years for simply falling in love with someone. Like, it's just so incredibly annoying. The same thing happened when he staked Rebecca before we were first introduced to her, when she had feelings for Stefan. She tried to double-cross... No, she didn't even try to double-cross Klaus. She tried to distance herself. She simply said she did not want to go with Klaus. She was going to stay. And he staked her and put her in a coffin. Like, it's just so aggravating. He continuously does it. Yes, we had a change here where he didn't actually dagger them, but he still thinks that they are the problem. He still thinks that he has done so good to them these past few months being in New Orleans, when he hasn't really. And I'm sorry, even if he had been so good to them, doing one good thing does not erase all the past. And the fact that he's done so much to them in the past, and the fact that he has tried so hard to create a hybrid army in the past as well, why would they not think that you want your child to make an army? It's like the most fucking logical thing to think. Your past actions have influenced this, Klaus. They're not pinning it on you. They're not constantly seeing you as an enemy. You are making them see you as an enemy because you become an enemy. And the fact that he can't see that just, oh, it gets to me so much. But anyway, moving on from all of that, obviously, I don't know what's going to happen with Marcel and Rebecca now. I don't think they're going to have a relationship, because I think if they try to have a relationship, Klaus is going to do something in spite of them. And then talking about a relationship that can't happen, we had a nice moment between Elijah and Haley earlier. She went to put her hand on his, but he said no, because I think he knows that getting close to her will only cause issues, considering she's pregnant with Klaus's baby. And not just that, but I don't know whether Elijah trusts himself to fall in love with Klaus around. I don't know if he trusts himself to have a weakness when his brother can use it against him, which, like, that alone is so fucking sad that you have to worry you can't love someone because your brother might hurt them. Like, it's just a horrendous thing. And it's another thing that is like, Klaus, how do you not see why they go against you? How do you not see why you piss them off? Now, moving on from all the vampire stuff, we did also have some really interesting stuff with the werewolves. We found out that Davina placed a curse on the wolves, or the wolves of that clan, so that their nature was flipped, so that they were wolves for the majority of the time, but then on the one time that it's a full moon, they were able to turn back into humans. So hopefully that is coming around soon. Hopefully we get to see Haley actually... Well, actually, thinking about that, would that even work? Because as a normal werewolf, by the time the full moon comes around, Haley has to turn into a wolf. She can't control it. So by the time they all come back as humans, she will be a wolf. Can she become a wolf while she's pregnant, actually? Will her child influence that? Will it change it? But then how does that work with normal werewolves when they're pregnant? I have way too many questions on that front. Do they just become like a pregnant wolf? But yeah, let's just say that she doesn't turn into a wolf. For some reason, being pregnant stops it. I really want to see her interact with these people when they come back from being wolves, when they're actually human, because then we're finally going to get the full story and a full look into her past, and maybe even, for all we know, her parents could be around. I have a feeling that they were part of the people that died, but Maybe one of them survived, I don't know, but at the very least she's going to be finding some family, so I'm excited to see that. But yes, anyway, with all that said, that was another fantastic episode of the originals. Had some great fucking acting. What is his name? Joseph? I think it's Joseph something, isn't it? Joseph Morgan? Is that his name? I believe that's the actor who plays Klaus, but impeccable acting. Well done, mate. We also had some good acting from Elijah as well. Good portrayal of him kind of losing his mind. We've had that a few times in the show with Rose, Damon, and Elijah, and they've all done amazing representations of it. So really big up on that. In terms of the story, loving where it's going. Klaus finally has his empire back. What that means, I don't know. How he's going to use this empire, I don't know. Is he going to be controlling people by fear? Are these Night Walkers going to be following him? We know the Day Walkers are going to be very closely linked to Marcel, so I don't think it's likely that they'll show any loyalty to Klaus, but who knows? He might win over some Night Walkers. In terms of like daylight rings and that, obviously Klaus is now in charge, so he would control that. Could he take away the daylight rings from Marcel's inner circle? That could be a way to punish them. But then speaking of that, what's going on with Davina? Because Davina's loyal to Marcel, not Klaus. I know that Marcel said that Davina's a little dodgy right now, like she's not been able to control her magic, but maybe she'd still be able to take Klaus down. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling too much. That was another fantastic episode of the originals, and I'm very excited to see where we go from here. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon. We're able to find the early and uncut reactions to the originals and all the other shows that I do. I've also left a link to my Twitch, my Discord, and my socials, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And Jess, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.